Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, in the previous lecture we have discussed about that how we can prepare aldehyde and ketones by using gem and dihalide. And now in this topic we are going to discuss about that is how we can prepare aldehyde and ketones by using unsaturated hydrocarbons. So what are the reaction behind this, and let us understand that how we can prepare aldehydes and ketones by using unsaturated hydrocarbons. So now let us discuss about that. So friends, now we are going to talk about the preparation of aldehyde and ketones by using unsaturated hydrocarbons. So they can be prepared by two methods, and those two methods are that is the hydration of alkyne, and the second one is reductive ozonolysis of alkene. So these two reactions of these two methods is what I am going to discuss about. So let me discuss about the first one, that is hydration of alkene, and that is, so now let me discuss about the hydration of alkynes. So the hydration of alkyne is a very simple process. That is, suppose if we consider an alkyne, that is ethyne. So on hydrolysis, that is on reaction with water, that is H2, but this reaction is only possible in presence of that is H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid, along with that of mercury sulfate, that is HgSO4. And we have to apply certain temperature for that also. So in this reaction, basically whenever an alkyne is reacted with water, obviously it will form a vinyl alcohol, and that vinyl alcohol can be written over here as CH2 double bond CHOH. So this is a kind of an addition reaction where H2 molecule gets added up on the carbon-carbon triple bond, and that's the reason that we could find or we could form a product that is CH2 double bond CHOH, which is known as vinyl alcohol. But the reaction doesn't stop over here. Obviously it will proceed the further thing, and this vinyl alcohol will undergo a tautomerism, and that is how basically the functional group, that is double bond, and this is OH, that is a vinyl alcohol. Now this will be converted into an aldehyde. So it undergoes tautomerism, and the following product that we could get over here is this H. It gets transferred over here, and because it is a tautomerism process, so that's the reason that we could find that is the product that has been formed. It is nothing but CH3 CH, and here will be double bond O. So now the functional group has been changed, and that is the thing. It is known as tautomerism process, where an alcohol is being converted into an aldehyde. So this is the product that we have, and that is known as acetaldehyde. So this is how we can prepare an aldehyde by using specifically ethyne. So if the ethyne molecule, if it undergoes hydrolysis process in presence of H2SO4 and HgSO4, then obviously we could get a vinyl alcohol, and that undergoes tautomerism, and we could form an aldehyde. So this is how an aldehyde has been prepared by the hydration of an alkyne. So how we can prepare ketone by the hydration of an alkyne? So let us understand that also. So what if, suppose if we have to prepare an ketone? So for that we have to consider a certain alkyne, and that is CH3 C triple bond CH, which is basically known as propyne. So suppose if this propyne, if it undergoes hydrolysis process, that is, suppose if we react propyne with water, and that also in presence of the same reagent that we have used for the hydrolysis for ethyne. So when propyne, it undergoes hydrolysis process, that is in presence of H2O and in presence of that is H2SO4 and HgSO4, and obviously we have to apply a certain amount of temperature to this also. So that's the reason that this compound or this propyne, it will be converted into a vinyl alcohol, and that could be written as CH3, and here basically on this carbon OH group will be attached over here, and now this CH, it will be converted into double bond CH2. Obviously it is an alcohol that we have formed over here, but this is not the final product that we would get. Obviously this product, it will undergo tautomerism. So now the product that we will get over here is this H atom, it will be transferred on this CH2, and that's the reason that the product that we could form over here is CH3 C CH3, and this will be double bond O. So the product that we have got over here, or the product that we have formed during the hydrolysis of propyne, is what we have got it as ketone, and this product that we have got is basically known as acetone. So this is how we can prepare an aldehyde and ketone by using the hydrolysis process for an unsaturated hydrocarbon. Suppose if ethine undergoes hydrolysis, we will form an aldehyde. And whenever a propine it undergoes hydrolysis process in presence of H2SO4, then we could get that is acetone, that is a ketone. So this was the first method, that is hydrolysis of alkyne. And now let us move on to the next method, that is ozonolysis of alkene. So this is the another method where we could convert an alkene into an aldehyde or a ketone. Or basically we are learning that how we can convert an unsaturated hydrocarbon to an aldehyde and ketone. So now let us talk about that is reductive ozonolysis of alkene. So let me discuss about the general reaction here. That is, suppose if we have that is an alkene, and obviously we are doing the ozonolysis process, so that's the reason that we have to include ozone molecule that could be reacted with this alkene. So whenever ozone reacts with alkene, it will form ozonoid, and the structure of ozonoid is as follows. So this is the general reaction that I'm mentioning about. So the structure is, so basically obviously this will undergo an addition reaction, and this double bond it will be converted into a single bond over here. In this case we could form an ozonoid that could be represented as this. So this is nothing but ozonoid. But this is not the ultimate product that we could get. Obviously we have to make this ozonoid to convert it into an aldehyde or ketone. So obviously it will undergo the hydrolysis process, so that also in presence of that is H2O and zinc. So in this process basically this will, or this bond as you could see over here, it will undergo breaking in this manner. Meanwhile this also it will break in this manner. So that's the reason the product that we could get, it will be C double bond O. Another product is what we could get, or that could be that is C double bond O. So this is what we have got over here. So the product that we have formed over here, it could be an aldehyde or it could be a ketone, or sometimes it could be both of it. So let me explain this, that how we can prepare an aldehyde and how we can prepare a ketone, and how we can prepare aldehyde and ketone in the same reacting mixture. So let me discuss about the first example, and that is, suppose if we are talking about the ozonolysis of ethene. So that is what I am going to represent over here, that is CH2 double bond CH2. And suppose if it undergoes ozonolysis process, so obviously ozonoid will be formed. So therefore the product that we could get here is an ozonoid. That is what I am mentioning over here. But this is not the final product that we have to form. Obviously we have to form an aldehyde or we have to form a ketone. So that's the reason that it will undergo the hydrolysis process, but in presence of zinc and H2. So this zinc dust in presence of H2, it will help to break the bond of this one. So this bond will be broken, and that's the reason that the product that we could get, it would be that is HCH, that is HCH, and this will be double bond O. So this is the first product that we have got, and the another product that we could get over here is again the same thing, that is CH. Here is also H, and this will be double bond O. So this is an aldehyde that we have got. Again, an aldehyde, that is what we have got. So the name of this aldehyde is basically known as, it is known as formaldehyde, or in terms of the IUPAC nomenclature, we could name it as methanol. So this is how we can prepare an aldehyde by the ozonolysis process of ethene. So now let us discuss about the next one. And now let us talk about that how we can prepare ketone by ozonolysis of an alkene. So for that we have to use a specific alkene, and that is I'm mentioning over here. So this is an alkene that will undergo ozonolysis process. So this is what we have. So the name of this molecule that we have considered over here, so as it will undergo ozonolysis, is, we can also name it here as, so in the station that we could see, that is, this is the first carbon atom, second, third and the fourth carbon atom, and on the second and on the third carbon atom we could form, or we could see that there is a presence of a methyl group. So that's the reason the name of this is 2,3 dimethyl methane, ethane, propane, butane, but 2. So that means suppose if we make a reaction where an ozone is being treated with 2,3 dimethyl but 2ene. So let's see what is the reaction and how the product is been formed. So whenever it reacts with, that is ozone, the product that we could form over here is, that is CH3 C, here it will be CH3, and here there will be oxygen, CH3, and even here also it will be CH3. So this is the ozonide that has been formed over here. So this is nothing but ozonide. But obviously it will undergo, that is, hydrolysis process, that is also in presence of, we could say, that is in presence of zinc and H2O. So during this process, basically this bond will break and even this bonds will break over here. So the product that we could form over here is CH3, C, CH3, and here it will be double bond. Similarly, we could form another molecule that is of an acetone only. So that is how we can prepare a ketone by hydrolysis of this kind of, that is, alkene. If you could observe over here, that is in the previous example, that is what we have discussed about during the formation of an aldehyde. This all CH3 were nothing but it were hydrogen atoms. So that is how we have formed an aldehyde. So if this hydrogen atoms are being replaced by, suppose, a methyl group or any alkyl group, then the formation of acetone or the formation of, we could say, ketone can be formed. So now let us discuss about that, how we can obtain aldehyde as well as ketone if within the same reaction. So that is what I am going to discuss about. Suppose among this CH3 or among this alkyl group, if one of the CH3 or if one of the alkyl group is being replaced by H or hydrogen atom, then let's see what is the reaction and what is the product that we could get. So suppose if I am considering a reaction where across the carbon-carbon double bond, one of the alkyl group is basically, it is being replaced by an hydrogen atom, or there is a presence of an hydrogen atom over here, and the next one, it is the same as the previous example that we have discussed about. So suppose this is a molecule, if this undergoes, that is, ozonolysis process, so obviously it will react with O3 and the formation of basically an ozonide will be formed, where the structure could be written as in this way. So this is an ozonide, and obviously suppose if it undergoes an hydrolysis process, that is in presence of zinc dust. So let's see what will happen. Obviously this bond will break over here, and again the bond will break over here, and the product that we could get over here is, that is CH3, C, H, here will be double bond O. And now the other product that we have formed over here is CH3, that is this one, this carbon, and again a CH3 over here, and presence of a carbon oxygen double bond. As well as we could form the byproducts also, that is basically H2O2. But the main thing that is I'm going to talk about is we have formed an aldehyde as well as a ketone in the same reaction. So even this reaction is being possible. So the reactant that we have considered over here is, let me discuss about the IUPAC nomenclature here. So this will be considered as carbon number 1, this is carbon number 2, 3 and 4, and we could observe that is on the carbon number 2 there is a presence of methyl group. So therefore the name of this is 2-methyl but-2-ene. So this indicates that whenever 2-methyl but-2-ene it undergoes ozonolysis process, that also in presence of zinc and H2O, then the product that we could form is an aldehyde and ketone, and this aldehyde is nothing but acetaldehyde, or we could call it as ethanol, and this is a ketone that we could call it as, that is, propanone. So this is how we can prepare an aldehyde and ketone by the unsaturated hydrocarbons. So that is what I am going to discuss about. So that's it. Thank you friends for watching this video. I hope you have understood this video very clearly, and I hope you have got to know the various concepts behind this one. So I hope I will see you next time. So till then, don't forget to subscribe Ekeeda channel. Thank you so much.